And today we have a reading for you about somebody who is really hoping that whatever they have done in the past or whatever mistake is potentially being reviewed or discussed or asked about, they're like, no, 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 I don't know what you're talking about. They're trying to lie. They're trying to avoid the consequences. It's like if somebody were trying to interview them, they're just like straight up like running out the door. They don't want to face what actually happened or the choices that they made. And I have a feeling that, they don't really get a choice in the matter. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchanta. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwancetarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box, along with more information on how to become a member, as well as how to find one of my homemade soy candles. And you know what, you guys? There's also a link down there for t-shirts that I designed, and I finally ordered one of my own. There's one on there that says Carmen believes in me, and it has like the little alien face. So it'll take a little bit. I think it's like a couple weeks for shipment, but I'm gonna wear that for you all. Hello, Dina. Hello, Frederick. Hello, Mike. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, James. Hello, May Marie. How we doing? James, I cannot tell you how much that question yesterday made me laugh. I had to tear off the like notepad paper and flip it over because your question was at the bottom. And so I was reminded of the perfect Golden Girls tarot card response to your question yesterday that made me cry laugh. So thank you for that. All right, let's dive in, shall we? You are always able to make me laugh, or welcome to try at least. All right. Mike, I do not do either of those things. To be honest, I'm really not. I don't like social media. When I was guided to start this YouTube channel, I dragged my feet for a long time because I was like, I don't know, like social media. Because I also felt like it was important after I did some research to include both, like you could see the cards and you could also see my face so that people can't steal my content as easily. But yeah, I don't, the less social media, the better. Hello, CTF. How are you doing? Like, the best day of my life was quitting Facebook. Like, can't do the finger salute that I would like to do right now, but oh, it felt so good to walk away from that. All right, what else do we have? 8 of Wands in the reverse, 6 of Wands. Someone feels like they've been doing a great job of not having to talk about this thing. They're like, so far, I've been able to just like dip or like turn around or like feign confusion, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. So far, I've been able to get away with it. Nobody knows. But now we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. And that talks about somebody who is stubborn. Interestingly, I kind of like this stubbornness because I feel like this is someone who's saying, I'm not going to let you get off that easily. I can tell that there's something here that you're hiding. So I'm going to find out what it is. And if you're not going to tell me, then I will go ask other people. That's the way to be, Rebecca. Oh, you do rune readings. That's awesome. I am super Norwegian. And I have the rune for protection in a place. I don't know if I want to tell you all. But I don't do readings with them. I feel like I should try to tap into that at some point. But of course, one of the things I love about tarot reading is the artwork on the cards. I'm going to try to say this correctly. Dinashika? Did I do it? Did I do it right? Please tell me. I don't like saying people's names wrong, but I made my best attempt. Hello, 24/7. How are you doing? Good morning, Tiana. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, exactly, Mike. Because it's the alphabet, then I don't get any of the fun artsy stuff. But I feel like since I'm Norwegian, it should like make sense to me. So we have the Star, and maybe that's a little bit too simple. Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. What have they been trying to hide? I'll tell you what they've been trying to hide. They got some affairs. Maybe it's just one really not great affair that this person is worried about coming out, being released to the public. There is a famous musician who had quite the reputation for being a family man. I'm not going to say homie's name, but you know, recently-ish called out for not being faithful. Probably tried to avoid that, right? Probably didn't want that to get out to the masses, but it did. It's like that, right? Like we've believed this about you for so long, and now we're going to get extra insight into who you are, and it turns out you're not great. Or it turns out that, you know, you've been lying about whether or not you actually are faithful or respectful of that person you're in a relationship with. Hey Drake, are you always this demanding or just on Thursdays? Welcome to the channel. You are welcome to enjoy the general reading. If you would like me to pull some cards for you, like do a personal question, you can attach your personal question to a super chat. I also do private personal readings. If you want to email me, I can tell you the rates for that. But I do think it's just a little presumptuous of you to do it that way. Like, hello, I've arrived. Serve me. That's you. That's what you sound like. Hello, Thomas. How are you doing? That's okay, Mike. I believe in you. Hello, Taylor. How are you doing? Hello, Rachel. What's up? Hello, Francisca. How you been doing? 9 of Wands in the reverse and the 8 of Cups. So they left something that they shouldn't have. Now, I'm seeing in my mind like a nightstand. Maybe because of this, like how the 8 of Cups is portrayed. We got like a table down here. But I'm seeing like you left your wristwatch, or you left like, I don't know, your sunglasses, you left your earrings, you left your heels. I don't know. There's some sort of evidence. And it's like, I was just holding on to this for like a rainy day. I figured at some point maybe I could like use this against you. I don't know. It does kind of feel like there could be some element of blackmail here, or someone who feels like, why wouldn't I talk to TMZ? They offered to pay me $1 million, and I really wanted to go get another yacht, you know? Did I say hello? What's up, Rick? Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? So Rick, I feel like that right there should be your answer. What is that? Was ist das? 'Tis an evil eye. Does that answer your question? LOL, Mike. I don't even know what Linda said. Oh my god, Rachel, are you quoting that one chick? Crap, what's her name? Kelly? I think her name is Kelly. She's funny. Listen here, Linda. Hello, Gerardo, how you doing? Yep, thanks for stopping by, as Lemonade would say. Judgment in the reverse. Pentacles, or sorry, Knight of Pentacles. We just have some pentacles. It's an unknown quantity. And the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You might have been able to get away with it for a while. You might have been able to hide, you know, this grievance or this error in your past for a while. Maybe you even get a little comfortable, like, oh, no one's ever going to find out about that. I did such a good job of managing that mischief. It just went poof, gone. I'm telling you, I think this is somebody who they cheated, or they had a relationship where they shouldn't have. Maybe it was even they were the homewrecker, right? They wanted to keep that secret. But somebody here has evidence. They're like, no, 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 I got receipts. Verifiable receipts. Yep, see? 6 of Pentacles. I got something Maybe it's a card that you gave me. Maybe it's a screenshot of inappropriate stuff. You know, like they feel very confident they can prove this. I like it. Hello, Apurva. Hello, Just Jokes. Hello, Thyla. How are you doing? Oh, I hope that you are dealing with someone who is generous. Hey, Blake. You remember when you asked me that earlier and I already answered your question for you? You already asked me that like 2 days ago, homie. You got anything more original? Ooh, I'm sorry you're going through that. Life is a bucket list. I hope things improve for you. Ooh, 4 years, my. Just so you know, life is a bucket list. I'm in the middle of the general reading. I will do that for the first 30 to 35 minutes, which is about another 20 minutes. And then I take personal questions with priority to those who tip or donate. And you can also donate a membership to someone. So we've got the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. All right. I think this is the person who's saying, yeah, you think it's over, but it's not. And I've decided that I want to have a nice little conversation with, gossip rag. Let's tell them what I know. Maybe they're just hurting for money, or maybe they just want to stir up some drama. But whoever thought that their little infidelity or, questionable entanglement was going to stay secret, wrong. This is why it's a real good idea to just treat people right. Then you don't have to worry about this stuff coming out of the woodwork later. You know, like, I feel like that would have been easier. Yeah, because literally, Blake, you just asked me that question on another live stream. You think I don't remember? Like a steel trap. Taylor, I have been to... I'm kind of forgetting now. I think it was Disney World. I got lost. I think I was like 3 or 4. Probably 3. And like separated from my parents. Like they didn't know who I was. They asked me what my name was, and I told them, what did I say? I was like, I think I told them I was Minnie Mouse. I think I had the ears on and everything. I refused to tell them my real name. And then while we were there, my brother also on the Jaws ride, like they had boats going through, and then like the Jaws, like shark would come up and you'd be like, ah! My brother, who was probably like 5 at the time, was like, look, Flipper! Totally ruined the scary factor. Oh, goodness. Anyways, that's my Carmen story time for you today. All right. So we got the Empress, Page of Chalices, Page of Cups. Who is this? And Justice in the reverse. I think this is the person who was cheated on. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It could be very specific. It could be somebody, famous, since we had the star card come out. This can talk about celebrity or, someone who's in the limelight, even if it's at a local level, right? Like, oh, that's our weatherman. Everybody loves him. But like, not in the next state over. But we have a very respected and beloved partner who I think is finding out. So maybe the drama begins by sending the evidence to the partner that was not treated with respect. 9 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. That's a lot of pentacles. It's a lot of earth energy. See, it's been a while since this happened, okay? This is not like, oh yeah, me and your person, we got it on like 3 days ago. That is not what this is. This is literally, it's been long enough where I've been like, okay, I think I got away with it. I was like, everybody's going to find out about it. Yeah. Repeating messages really don't sway me, okay, you guys? I really like the structure so that you all can enjoy that general reading before we dive into personal questions. Otherwise, it interrupts the flow, you know? So this Nine of Pentacles is someone who was acting like they were single. They really weren't. Or made it seem like, oh, I'm going through a divorce, so like it's cool. But we have Strength, clarifying the Ten of Swords in the reverse. This is someone who felt like when they walked away from this poor judgment call, or when they, you know, left the hotel room or whatever, it's going to be fine. No big deal. I don't have to worry about a thing. But they left something behind. It's not a calling card. I mean, we could use that as like, I suppose, a little bit of a joke, but it's more so like, no, 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 no. If this were Star Trek, you left your communicator. Which I think was an actual episode in Enterprise. Right? Or was that? I think it was in the Enterprise series. I think it was Malcolm who forgot his communicator. All right, anyways. Enough of nerdy Carmen. Hey, Super Slav, I remember you being disrespectful before. I'm going to be real clear with you. If you are going to be insulting towards my moderators, I will bounce you from my live chat so fast, you won't even have time to choose what to watch next. Do not be mean to the people who make sure that this live chat is a good place to be, okay? You're weird for that. Hanged Man in the reverse, the Fool, and the Page of Cups. Speaking of fools, I do not suffer fools lightly. Hanged Man is in the reverse again. Interesting. We had that at the beginning. Someone who's stubborn, right? Someone who's stubborn is deciding I'm going to take a new approach. I think this is because someone met the Empress. Met, that does not mean it has to be a woman, by the way. Women can cheat just as easily as men, right? Or men can cheat on men, whatever we got going here. This Empress is the person who did not have a faithful partner. And I feel like the person who was the side piece encounters the romantic rival and feels bad about it. It's one of those like, hey, girly, right? I gotta tell you something. I hope it goes well, James. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Thank you, Tiana. I do like to be generous. I do like to do charitable questions now and then, but I also think that the energy with which those freebies are requested is really important. If it's just like swooping in and like, hey, do this for me, I'm gonna be difficult. If it's, hey, you know, I'm really going through a rough time, and you're respectful of the other people in the live chat, and you're not like hitting that bell constantly, you know, we can talk. Also depends on whether or not I'm hungry. I have a bad habit of working without having eaten. And then the stomach growls just kind of overtake the message, you know? Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, Two of Swords. Judgment, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. Well, I hope you enjoyed the era where you had gotten to, you know, betray this person and nobody knew about it. I hope they enjoyed it. They were able to still be in that relationship. Isn't this great? Nobody knows. Ha ha ha. But not so much anymore. Both of these cards have the all-seeing eye. They're like, nope, we know now. And I think it is in part because the romantic rivals, the two people that this, we're going to call him the King of Wands, was dealing with, they've been talking. Maybe it's just through a social media app, but they've been talking. That Judgment card, that's how I know. Page of Wands in the reverse. What you thought you knew, you don't know. You thought your person was on a business trip. You thought your person was ill. You thought your person was, hanging out with their buddies. But I know what was really going on, and here's their watch. Or here's the screenshots of the text messages. Whatever it is, they have that proof, you know? Butterfinger ice cream parfait. Oh, that is amazing. Thank you for the laugh, Elizabeth. Sounds delicious. Thank you, Tiana. Hello, life is a bucket list. Oh, wait, I did say hello to you earlier. My bad. Yeah, see, it's time to be honest. This person doesn't get to lie anymore. Time's up for them. Hello, Hooks. How's it going? Who you calling hoe? I know you're not talking about that, but is that for me? Who you calling hoe? Actually, I don't want you to call anybody a hoe in the live chat either. We're just going to delete it. Okay? So we've got the Seven of Cups and the Moon. These are the two of them talking. It's like there's been something kept secret. The Moon is about secret energy, right? Or obscurity, a lack of clarity. Seven of Cups is about illusions. I've been worried about this, and I feel like I need to tell you what really happened because you were lied to, and I was a part of that. Hooks, that is not perception. You said, hey ho, and it was the first thing you said in my live chat. Don't be a dick. I swear, sometimes you're real cool, and other times I'm like, why are you coming at me, bro? Like, I didn't do anything to you. Like, drink some coffee or something. Smoke some weed, I don't know. King of Wands in the reverse, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. They're coming back around. They're saying, look, I feel like I need to confess. I feel like I need to be honest. But are they doing it for, like, unjust reasons? I mean, sometimes these are people who are like, you got to pay me off, right? Sometimes this is just, I'm looking for attention. Maybe I can get, like, a book deal. It's kind of what it's looking like. With the Five of Swords and the Emperor in the reverse, this is, for me, it's kind of looking like I am going to make life a little bit unbearable for you all because maybe I can earn some money off of that. Maybe it'll work out real nice for me. Publish a little book and tell people my story about how I got it on with that person. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work, but this, I don't know who to side with because it's like I do feel like the truth needs to come out, but this feels a little bit like almost like predatory, right? Like, okay, well, I waited long enough, but I know now people would probably pay for this. So let's see how much I can make for it. Are you going to pay me off so that I don't write the book? Let the highest bidder win kind of thing. Hello, April. How are you doing? Hello, Joanne. I hope that changes for you, English. Aw, we have the dog. I love that card. It talks about fidelity, loyalty. See, I think this is because there has been a recent interview or some sort of like, hey, we got married or we have like the perfect family, but the secret wasn't mentioned. Or, you go flaunting it, and now this person who knows or was a part of that philandering episode is kind of like, no, I don't really want everybody to look at you and admire you for how like great you've been in that relationship. We know it's not true. Hello, Noto or No2. Weird question because this is not about, it's about soccer or football. Which I'll say this, I think it makes way more sense that it's called football because soccer actually uses the feet, like you kick the ball. Football, you throw a net. I mean, yeah, you kick the ball every little kickoff, whatever. But I'm kind of mad at American football for trying to take that term. But Manchester United, I don't know anything about them. I know y'all get crazy about it and fight each other over it. But I really don't care about soccer. Sorry, not my thing. I'm American, you know? Yeah, ain't my thing. So we also have the garden and the sun. And what we have, hello Nat Nat, how are you doing? What we have is information. This is enlightenment, right? This is everybody finding out in the community. Everybody thought this was a happy little relationship. Everybody thought you were, you had the cutest little family or your relationship was super enviable. Not anymore. Now this story is coming through and someone has evidence. It's not just like, do we believe them or do we not? No, there's proof. So it makes their claim a little bit more likely to get them a little payout, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess, depending on how you look at it. All right, this is the Path of Shadows. What else? We have the Boogeyman. As life unfolds and shadow overpowers light, will my innocence be left untouched? Crystal ball, intuition, clairvoyance, and focus. I do feel like this is one of those relationships that have been kind of like inspirational or like people point to it, right? Like, oh, that's so cute because you know that person gets hit on all the time, but they're actually faithful. That's awesome. I think they were for a very long time faithful. And they messed that up. Cauldron, intention, alchemy, manifestation. Why do I feel like someone's manifesting drama? Raven, knowledge, death, and energies. So I know something and it contradicts what everyone else believes about this person. You may think they're like, the poster child for a happy family, but why don't you just ask them where they were on the night of May 14th, 2021, whatever it is, They're like, I can be real specific with it. I know where they were. I know what hotel they were in. I have their bag or I have their phone number or, we took a selfie together. There's something that makes it very clear what happened. And it contradicts that reputation that they have worked to build for themselves. Hello, CTF. Oh, wait, did I say hi? I think I did say hi to you. You get two. Hello, Scott. How are you doing? Yes, it's getting muggy down here too, Rachel. Hey, Lemonade. How's your day going? We've got paranoid, cautious, I told you. Insecure and guarded. And then what comes out next? Sneaky link. That hidden lover. Side piece. What are you doing? You were supposed to stay on the side. Why are you coming out in the open and telling everybody what happened? Hello B, how are you doing? It's always the hidden lover. Wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, and romance and passion. I have proof that this person dated me while they were claiming to be with someone else. They claim that everything is perfect. They have this cute little family or really happy relationship. But the truth is, they hung out with me and then ghosted. They had a little disappearing act, and while no one could find where they were in my hotel room, or they were at my place. They love bombed me and made it seem like maybe there would be some sort of relationship. But in reality, they just left me with those intense emotions to deal with them on my own. And went back to that other relationship. So now that it seems to be the right time, I'm going to tell your current partner or the person that was with you then everything. I'm going to tell him what happened. I'm going to tell him that you are a scumbag. That you cannot be trusted. All right, this is the Gilded Reverie. Let's see what else we've got. Have a good time. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Nat Nat. Is Davy doing okay health-wise? Oh, that is not a fun thing to deal with. Originally being from Minnesota, that was definitely a common thing up there. That's true, Rachel. All right. What else? A child. Number 13. I think someone's announcing that they're starting a family or they're expanding their family, and this is when someone comes out of the woodwork to say, yeah, you think you have a cute little family, you think your person's been loyal, but I got a story to tell you about a few years back. For others of you, this infidelity actually resulted in a child, and the evidence is the DNA in the child. Anybody remember that Schwarzenegger stuff that happened years ago? I want to say the last name was Baena? B-A-E-A or E-N-A? I don't know. Anyways, like that, right? Kept it secret for a while, but it's pretty obvious what happened here. It may have been a while. It may have been, kept secret. But when there's other good news being announced, big payout or wedding day or birth of a child, whatever it is, now this person comes out and says, I have something to tell you. I have some news to share. You're probably not going to like it, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways. Kind of like ruining the day, I suppose, right? Because there's some happy celebration going on here. And this person shows up and they're like, hey, I got something to tell you. These are the DNA results. Or these are the dirty text messages that was sent to me by your person. I think it's real rich that you out here calling people satanic and your whole sentence is like curse words. If you're really that religious, shouldn't that matter to you? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. We got the woman without a shirt on. You're like, Carmen, is that really the name of the card? That is what the name of the card is, okay? Because we got two number 29s, and one of them has a lady with a whole outfit on, okay? She looks like she's actually dressed and ready to go. This one, I have to cover the boobies because, well, just one boobie. Because YouTube, very prim and proper, very clutching of the curls. Pearls. Curls are close, but this is the infidelity. I'm showing up to your party, to your wedding, maybe it's a birthday party, and I got this kid, it's yours, or I have this proof that you were not a family man, right? All right, so we have the mountain and the mask. Now, our kind of proud family person, the King of Wands, who felt like they had control over the situation, is going to realize they absolutely do not have control over the situation, and somebody is about to like peddle their personal stories to others. So I guess that would be delayed karma. All right. Here ends the general reading. We shall commence with the personal questions. And we've got Nat Nat. Is DV doing okay health-wise? No, Mike. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. The music playing while live streaming would definitely mess with my channeling. And also get me copyrighted. So at least two real important reasons why I would not be listening to music for that. Sorry. Is DV doing okay health-wise, please? No. There is an issue here. I do feel like it's family related. Someone else in the family has dealt with this, or it runs in the family. I feel like is this in the future? There's going to be a conversation with an expert on this illness. It hasn't happened yet. So is he already aware? Yes, I do feel like DV knows there's something that's not really feeling right. Seeing an expert, but things are not going great. 8 of Pentacles. Chariot in the reverse. This could be impacting ability to focus at work or amount of time that you can dedicate to work. I do feel like someone's really tired. Yeah. So it might be a good time to see if there's anything you could do to help, or just like send some positive energy, right? Hey, Hooks, you want to call me a hoe? I don't care if you leave. You want to be friendly? You're welcome back. But I told you not to call me a hoe, and you said ho, ho, ho after that. So you know how I deal with disrespectful people. Don't be all like cutesy and pretend like this is a surprise. I like you. I think you're cool. You've been following my channel for a long time, but don't call me a hoe and expect me to be like, yay, right? Like, you know me. Sorry, Nat Nat. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I got boundaries, you guys. I expect respect because I come on here every day to do readings for you all, and I genuinely love you all, okay? I want you all to be happy. But Hooks, I'm not gonna sit here and like beg you to be watching my content if you're just gonna call me a hoe. I don't think that should be surprising, okay? All right. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for putting up with me when we have these little chats like that. And if you are able to, feel free to check out my candles on